Have you ever felt that small fear in your chest when you want to speak English but the words do not come out? That moment when your mind is full but your mouth feels empty? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the English Learning Podcast channel. I am James, and today we are not just learning English, we are opening a door. A door to confidence, emotion, and real daily English. Amelia is here with me, and Amelia, I want to start with a question. Do you remember the first time English felt real to you? Not like a book, but like a living thing.
Hello, everyone. I am Amelia. And James, that question already touches my heart. Yes, I remember it very clearly. It was a quiet morning. Nothing special happened outside, but something big happened inside me. I was standing in line at a small cafe. The person in front of me turned around and asked me a simple question in English, just a normal daily sentence. My heart started to beat fast. I knew the words, but I was scared. And that fear, that moment, is where so many learners are right now.
Exactly, Amelia. That fear is not about English being hard. It's about English feeling alive. When we speak, we show ourselves. Today's episode is for everyone who wants to speak English in daily life, not like a robot, but like a human being with feelings. We will walk together through stories, small moments, and daily sentences that slowly unlock your English.
And dear listeners, you do not need big words today. You do not need perfect grammar. You only need to listen, feel, and repeat softly in your heart. Imagine English as a calm river. We're not jumping in, we're stepping in slowly, feeling the water, trusting it.
Let me take you back to that quiet morning you mentioned. Imagine this. You wake up early, the world is still sleepy, you make tea or coffee. You sit near a window, and suddenly you realize something. You talk to yourself in your own language every day. You tell stories in your head. What if English could become part of that inner voice?
That is such a beautiful thought, James. And that is where daily use sentences begin. Not in exams, not in books, but in moments like, I feel tired today, or I'm a little nervous, or this moment feels special. When learners hear English like this, it stops being scary. It starts feeling warm.
And today we will practice that warmth. We will not rush, we will build slowly. Each section of this episode is like a step forward. You might feel uncomfortable sometimes. That's okay. Growth often feels uncomfortable before it feels natural.
Dear listener, as you listen, ask yourself one simple question. Can I imagine myself saying this? Not perfectly, just honestly. Because English fluency is not about sounding smart, it's about sounding real.
Stay with us. This is just the beginning, and in the next part, we will enter the world of daily life, where English lives quietly, waiting for you to notice it. Life does not speak in long speeches. Life speaks in small sentences. When you wake up and say, "It's a new day," that's English. When you look outside and say, "The weather looks calm," that's English. Amelia, do you think learners sometimes miss these small chances?
Yes, James, all the time. Many learners think English only lives in classrooms or videos, but English is sitting with you when you say, I need some rest, or I will try again tomorrow. These sentences are simple, but they carry emotion, and emotion makes memory strong.
I remember a learner who told me something very honest. He said, "I know many English words, but I cannot speak when I need them. That happens because words are learned without life. Today, we are giving words a life."
Let's imagine a normal day together. You wake up late, you feel rushed, you say to yourself, I'm running out of time. That sentence is powerful. Or maybe you make a mistake and think, it's okay, I'm still learning. That sentence is kind. These are daily use sentences, but they shape how you speak and how you feel.
And notice something important. These sentences are slow, they are clear. You do not need to hurry. English sounds best when it breathes. When you say, "I am feeling better now," let the sentence rest in your mouth.
Dear listeners, try this with us. Imagine you are tired. Say inside your heart, I feel tired, but I will keep going. That's not just English practice, that's self-talk. When English becomes your friend, fear slowly leaves.
Some people think fluency means speaking fast, but true fluency is speaking with ease. It's being comfortable with silence. It's saying, let me think for a moment, without shame.
I love that sentence, James. Let me think for a moment. It gives you time, it gives you control, and it sounds natural. These are the kinds of sentences that unlock confidence.
As we move forward, remember this. You do not need to learn English in big pieces. Learn it in moments, one feeling, one sentence, one breath at a time.
And in the next part, we will face the challenge that every learner meets, the moment when fear tries to stop your voice.
Fear does not shout, it whispers. It says, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh? Amelia, how do you answer that voice?
I answer it with kindness. I say, it's okay to be imperfect. Fear often comes when something matters to us. If you didn't care about English, you wouldn't feel nervous. Fear means you're growing.
That is such an important truth. Let's imagine a real situation. Someone asks you, how was your day? Your mind goes blank, but you can start small. It was a long day, or it was a good day, but I'm tired. Simple, honest, real.
And if you make a mistake, nothing breaks. The world doesn't stop. Communication is not about perfection, it's about connection.
I want our listeners to understand something deeply. You are allowed to pause. You are allowed to repeat yourself. You are allowed to say, I am learning English.
Yes, James, and when you say that sentence, say it with pride. Learning something new takes courage. Every sentence you try is a small victory.
Fear slowly loses power when you keep speaking gently, not pushing, not forcing, just continuing.
In the next part, we will explore how English changes when you stop fighting it and start flowing with it.
Something magical happens when you stop translating in your head, when English becomes a feeling instead of a task. Amelia, do you remember when that happened for you?
I do. It happened when I started telling simple stories. Not big stories, just small ones. Today I met someone kind. I felt proud of myself. These sentences changed everything.
Storytelling is powerful. When you tell your story, English listens. It bends to your life.
Dear listeners, your life is enough. You do not need special topics. Your daily moments are perfect for English practice.
And now, as we come near the end, take a deep breath. Think about how far you've come in this episode. You listened, you imagined, you felt.
English fluency grows quietly, like a plant. You water it every day with small sentences, kind thoughts, and patience.
Our final takeaway is simple. Speak English daily, softly, honestly, and without fear.
And remember, you are not alone. James and I are walking with you.
Thank you for listening to the English Learning Podcast channel. Keep unlocking your English one sentence at a time.
We will see you again very soon. Until then, keep speaking, keep feeling, and keep believing in yourself.
Have you noticed something, Amelia? Often learners focus on big achievements. I want to speak perfectly. I want to sound like a native. But real progress happens in small victories. One sentence, one question, one answer at a time.
Exactly, James. Imagine this. You're at a cafe and you ask, "Can I have a coffee, please?" Your heart races a little, maybe you stumble on a word, but the barista smiles. That's a victory. It's small, but it's real.
And each small victory builds confidence. Each time you try, English becomes less scary. Think about the last time you laughed at your own mistake in English. That's progress. That's learning.
And here's something even more important. Small victories create momentum. The more you speak, the more sentences come naturally. You don't have to memorize them, you live them. Daily life gives you endless chances. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm happy. I don't understand. Can you repeat? These simple sentences carry power.
Let's practice together, listeners. Imagine you meet someone new. You say, hello, my name is James. Nice to meet you. Amelia, how do you respond naturally?
You smile and say, "Hello, James. I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you too." Slow, calm, friendly. Even if you pause or stumble, the meaning is clear. This is communication, not perfection.
And listeners, notice this carefully. Confidence comes not from speaking perfectly, but from speaking at all. Every word you try is a seed. Every sentence you say is a small victory.
And when you start celebrating small victories, English stops feeling like a test. It becomes a part of life, a tool to express feelings, ask questions, and connect with others.
That's exactly why daily sentences matter. And in the next section, we will talk about how emotion gives your English a story.
Amelia, have you ever noticed that when people speak with emotion, even simple English becomes unforgettable? Just a simple sentence like, I'm happy today, feels alive if you say it with a smile in your voice.
Yes, James, emotion is the secret ingredient. It makes your English real. Imagine saying, I am scared of the dark, quietly and honestly. Even a simple sentence like that can make someone feel your story. That's the beauty of English when it carries emotion.
And listeners,